Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a video on the best grips you guys can run on your mountain bikes. From all my experience of riding and racing, I've ridden on every single different type of grip. I've used the ones that have like the big palm holder. I'll put up a picture now because I don't think I have any in the garage. I think I got rid of all of them. But they have like the little palm holder. And then I also have ridden like the stock ones that are just like the little rubber, like whatever brand bike it is that comes on the bike. It has like the logo rubber into it. I'll put up a picture of those too. And then what I've stuck with since I've gotten like serious about racing and riding are the ESI Racer's Edge. ESI has a ton of different models. They have the Racer's Edge, which are a little bit thinner, and they have the chunky ones that are a little bit thicker than that, and they have extra chunky. They have all different kinds. You can go to their website to see all the different ones. They have different shapes so that they can form to your hands differently. But I just stick with the Racer's Edge ones. They're simple, they're light, and they work extremely well. When I first started mountain biking, I was using like those stock like rubber ones that I was talking about with the bike logo kind of engraved into them with rubber, and those are fine if you're just starting out, but eventually you'll realize that those grips aren't really that comfortable and they're not really good for your hands or anything like that, just because they don't offer a lot of support or anything, but they are still superior to the palm ones. Now, I've used the palm ones after the stock ones. I switched to those, and those are great, but they compensate for bad body position and bad posture on the bike, therefore not forcing you to have a good core or anything like that. So if you're out trying to do technical trails and stuff like that, you may struggle because your core lacks, but your grips that you're using, if you're using those palm ones, are allowing that to happen. So as soon as I found that out and realized that, I switched immediately to ESIs. You don't really want that when you're doing that kind of stuff. You also don't want it just for leisure riding too, because then it's just letting your body compensate for strength that it really realistically needs to be able to ride well. Now, I will agree that the palm ones are quite comfortable, but the ESIs are just as comfortable as soon as you build up that core strength and that good body position and good back posture and all that kind of stuff. Once you have all those variables down, you're gonna enjoy the ESIs way more. Another big advantage to not using the ones that have the palm parts, the palm holders, are that you're gonna be able to move those wrists up and down on the bar. So therefore, you're gonna have a lot more control over the bars and everything that you're doing, no matter what kind of terrain you're going over. But if you're using those palm holder ones, you can only keep your wrists in that certain position, so you have to kind of bend your forearms more than just your actual grip position on the grip. If you are riding with the palm grips right now, I wouldn't suggest using your stock bike grips, just because you're probably going to get a bad taste in your mouth from how just uncomfortable and unsupported they are. I just buy a set of ESIs and just try them out. It literally takes maybe 3 or 4 minutes to put them on. They're going to provide you with the support and the mobility and all that kind of stuff, and build your body strength and your core strength, and you're gonna have good posture and good body position on the bike because of that. I want to say like 15 to 20 bucks depending on which grip you're getting on the ESI website, so they're not that expensive of a trial. And if you truly hate them, which I would find hard to believe after a few weeks of testing them, you could just swap back out for your palm-handed ones if that's what you're more comfortable with. They are going to promote bad body position and bad posture, therefore keeping your riding skills at a minimum, not letting you excel technical wise and advanced wise. Now, one pro of the palm grips is probably good. They're going to last a little bit longer than the ESIs. ESIs are just silicone grips that are super light, but therefore, since they are silicone, they do rip easily. So if you crash or put your bike in the truck wrong or something like that, they are going to get a little bit jacked up, but they are like 15 bucks, so it's really not that big of a deal. A new set or a newer set is going to provide you with that maximum grip. So if you're one of those people that likes to ride without gloves, they're actually super tacky within that when you first get them to that 6-month period. After that, they become slowly less tacky, and they start to absorb sweat and water like that. So you do have to kind of dry them out a little bit if you don't buy new ones immediately. And then the stock grips that I was talking about earlier, those are just going to get rubber all over your hands if you ride barehanded, and they're just going to be really uncomfortable, and you might as well just take them off anyway. I recommend keeping them though, because those are the best. If you end up selling the bike, you can take off your good grips and shove those on and sell the bike, and use those good grips that you have and put them on your new bike. We're gonna go inside the garage real quick, and I'm gonna show you a set that I've had on my bike for probably like a year on my training bike. Like I said in my race and training bike video, my training bike's sort of neglected, so I haven't really replaced the grips on it, just because I'm fine with it because I wear gloves the whole time. So they aren't as tacky, and they are a little bit, you know, worn, but my race bike ones are fairly new. They've been through a lot of mud races recently. Alright, so this is my training bike, and these are the grips on here, and as you can see, they're a little worn. It's kind of hard to tell because the sun's kind of hitting it all weird. But they're a little bit worn. They got a few little cuts in them and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure this one has a cut in it on the back right there. But yeah, and then this one has one on the underside right there. Alright, so I also brought my race bike out here, and so this is what I was talking about. I wrecked the other day and I haven't really gotten around to putting a new set on these. But these are like extremely tacky right now. Like you could go ride barehanded for at least 3 or 4 hours and they'd still be super sticky. Your hands would stick to them well. They're still fairly bright green actually for how many mud races I've done with them. See, this is what I'm talking about though. When you wreck, they do rip easily because they are that silicone that I was talking about, but that makes them super light and super cushy. I'm going to show you some of the stock grips. Here's what I was talking about with the stock grip style. They have like these little rubber just grips that normally come on stock bikes. They are, you know, super just not comfortable, and they're not very tacky, and they're going to get rubber all over your hands and wear out super easily. I wish I had a set of the ones with like the palm things on hand, but it's basically like a little palm block. I'll put up another picture again. It's basically like a little palm holder, therefore not allowing you to move your hand on the handlebar like you can do these or the ESIs. Alright guys, so that's my opinion on the best grips that you guys can run on your mountain bike. I'll put a link down to ESI's website in the description below. I'm not sponsored to say this, they do help me out, but they didn't ask me to make this video. I just wanted to let you guys know what the best grips you could run on your mountain bike are. You guys got to go give them a try though. If you're skeptical or you're interested and you don't use ESIs currently, they're really not that expensive. Fast shipping right to your door. You can just take your grips off, put those on, and just test them out. I guarantee that you'll like them way more than any of the grips that you have on your bike now. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like on it. Subscribe if you guys want to see more epic content, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Peace.